girl, JC!
The K-9 officers that assist the Indiana Department of Natural Resources are invaluable law enforcement tools. These dogs' keen sense of smell help field officers quickly identify poachers and track missing people, sometimes over vast distances.
So I believe that our canines are force multipliers. You and I, we all could go out and look in a field looking for a gun, but it takes one dog to go out there and look in an acre. It might take them 5-10 minutes.
But the time and effort that go into producing a great canine officer might surprise you. And it usually starts with an act of charity.
Where we find our dogs is mostly, it's pretty much donation based. The only requirement we have, it has to be a sporting breed. Majority of them are labs because they are so easy to train because they have such a retrieval instincts, and that's all they want to do.
Over the course of 9 weeks, these pups will go from raw recruits to trained tracking machines.
All our canines are trained in 3 aspects. One is man tracking, and that could be the good person that's lost, or it could be the bad person that runs from the officers. That's our bread and butter. I mean, we train really predominantly in man tracking. Our second facet that they do is article searching. We really work on during the article searches is guns and ammunition. So we get a lot of calls from other agencies for that, and plus that's what we utilize a lot during our hunting season. And then the third one we don't utilize as much, but they are really proficient is wildlife detection. And that's when they're able to locate goose meat, duck meat, deer meat, and just wild game, certain types of wild game.
Article searching is a skill which tasks the dog with finding items that might be overlooked by humans. Today, the handlers are training the dogs to locate firearms and ammunition.
We'll use a field out here, an acre-wide field. It's got something with human scent on it. We'll say a flashlight, a gun, knife. It's got human scent on it. So in an open field, that's going to be the first smell they get. You know, that's the only human scent that's been there in the last 20 minutes. They should be able to find it.
Good boy! Good boy!
The dogs will also be expected to detect poached wildlife. Here, fresh venison is placed inside one of the 3 boxes, and the dogs are expected to pick the right one. Unsurprisingly, they're extremely good at it.
You know, the easiest, definitely wildlife detection. I mean, those dogs are naturally want to eat that meat, you know, or get to that meat, get that scent.
The most difficult skill the dogs are expected to master is how to track people over long distances and varied terrain. And this ability is actually a combination of 2 things.
So they're tracking the scent of the individual. Each individual has their own scent. Skin cells fall off the body at a rate, you know, per person. And so we train our dogs to track the bacteria from the broken vegetation from each step that person's creating on the Earth's crust, and then put 2 and 2 together with the odor of the human scent, and that's what they're tracking.
However, training the trainers may be the hardest part.
The dogs have the natural ability to track. You know, they got noses, they know to put them on the ground, and they're gonna find that odor source and they're gonna go. But really here at the school, we're training a lot of the handlers to be able to read their dog. And when I say read their dog, that's, if they're in their tracking profile, it might be their breathing pattern of the dog, might be the tail, if it's straight out, might have a little curve. You know, there's just different aspects that you can look at a dog and say, oh, that's his tracking profile. And then as a handler, you have to read that.
And after all the training is over, and if the dogs have proven themselves, they'll be ready to start their service to the state of Indiana.
So I believe it definitely changed the way I patrol. You know, just as an officer, to have the dog in the truck with you every day, you know, it just, it gives you confidence. You've got a partner. He might not talk, but he's there, you know. And we as officers, you know, we're usually by ourselves. And to have the knowledge that we have a canine partner, it is one of the greatest things, I think.